Hey guys, it's good to see you again. I'm back with another adventure and another roll of film a little further away from home. I spent the week visiting my best friend, celebrating his birthday, and the trip ended a little bit earlier than I expected, which serendipitously gave me an opportunity to check out some spots on my way back home that I had overlooked. When I was a kid, and I lived in the Bay Area, my family would drive up to Tahoe, and we'd always pass by this magnificent grove of aspens and this decaying old house. And so this time I really wanted to photograph it. So I loaded up some Portra 400 and got to work. After I got a couple shots, I spent the night in Tahoe and then hit the road early in the morning. In life in general, I just want to focus on enjoying the journey more than expecting that I'm gonna love the destination. I've probably made this drive 100 times in the last couple years, and I never stop. I'm always thinking about either getting to LA or getting to Tahoe, and yes, both those places are great, but I'm missing out on enjoying all the spots in between. So this time, I made sure to stop at every spot that sparked my interest. And even though it made the journey like 5 times longer, it was so worth it. There is so much beauty in the Eastern Sierras, it's crazy. I've been hearing rumors that there were hot springs along 395 since I started making this drive, and I cannot believe I had never stopped to check them out. Honestly, big L on my part. There weren't very many people at the hot springs this day, but I've heard it can get pretty crazy. And I know this is gonna sound weird, but at one point this naked older guy came up to me and asked if I wanted to join him in what he claimed was a better hot springs. And so naturally I joined him. And we ended up having a really good conversation about living in the Sierras. And I found out he'd been coming here for over 40 years. I think having a place you visit year after year after year is really special. So I'm definitely going to make an effort to find places that hold meaning for me that I can visit as I get older. And who knows, maybe this will be one of those places.
It's kind of crazy how you can pass by a place like 100 times and not know, not explore. And then you're unintentionally passing by all of these beautiful, really special places, like this hot springs, which has probably been here forever. And I'm just discovering it for the first time.
This place ended up being so intoxicatingly special that I ended up staying 3.5 hours in the pools. But eventually, I had to make the rest of the trek back home. For the rest of the journey, knowing that I did have to go home, I ended up just shortly stopping and taking photographs of anything I found a little bit beautiful. I have really enjoyed taking my camera out like this. It's so different than what I regularly do in my everyday life, where I'm hunched over in the studio, styling a shot or perfectly posing people. I get to enjoy the moment so much more with this. It almost feels like I'm picking my camera up again for the first time. And I'm really not used to this kind of photography, so my images, even though I'm not super happy with them, they represent this adventure and this life and the beauty and everything that goes along with it. And for that reason, I'm really loving it. Going on this adventure has really been so much fun. I can't believe I have passed by all these places and never stopped, never thought to just take a photograph, and I'm glad that I'm finally doing that. When I used to go on trips, I would take 1,000,000,000 unintentional photos on my phone, but in using film, I really have to be intentional about every shot that I take. And for that reason, every single one of these shots holds a memory for me. California is so big, and I feel like even with exploring just this one highway, I will have barely scratched the surface. So I guess I have a lot more adventuring to do. Thank you so much for coming on this adventure with me. If you like this video, be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.